Morning everyone, this is Bremster and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle which is actually puzzle 0 in a series. So this is a puzzle called N Some Sudoku by Dying Flutchman, and the series is called the Dying Flutchman Features Doables series, which he's been posting to the Cracking the Cryptic Discord archive now for I think a little over a month. He's done 8 of them, so there is no way I'm going to do all of them if he keeps them up at this pace, or at least I'll never catch up. But the concept of them is that he's doing interesting puzzles, not necessarily regular rule sets, but they're supposed to be puzzles that are doable by everyone, but still interesting. Set by an excellent setter sounds exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to be occasionally pulling puzzles out of the set and doing them. I probably will try and do them in order because that's kind of the way I roll. So before I get on to that, I'm going to talk about tomorrow, which is the release of March of the Quads. March of the Quads, of course, is the puzzle pack that is being released on my channel tomorrow. After the success of Save the Galaxy, I had been asked what was I going to do on my channel in March, and March of the Quads sounded perfect because I've been playing with the quadruples constraint. There will be 40 puzzles, pardon me, in March of the Quads, broken into 3 sets of difficulty. There will be the walks in the park, which there will be 17 puzzles. These puzzles will be probably, I've not done this puzzle, but the goal is for them to be a step above the genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles. So difficulties in the 2.5 to 3 range is what we've been aiming for those. So those are the puzzles where anyone who is experienced even a bit in Sudoku should be able to struggle through them. The puzzle I did a couple of days ago, the Sith Lord puzzle would have been one of the easiest puzzles in the pack if it was included. So that would give you an idea of what we're talking about. But I did a puzzle at the start of the month, which I can't remember the name of, to introduce the concept, first March of the Quads. That would have also fallen into a walk in the park category. The next category, of which there'll be, as I may have said, there will be 17 walks in the park out of the 40. 13 of the puzzles will be scenic hikes, which will be a step up in difficulty. We still think these will be doable by most solvers, but they will take you a little more time and require a little bit more thinking and a little bit more discovery to get through them. And then the final 10 puzzle will be treks into the wilderness. These treks into the wilderness will require a little bit more discovery and a lot more thinking. They may require a bit more in the way of tricky Sudoku knowledge and all of that sort of stuff. So if you're going to get stuck, you're probably going to get stuck on those. As with all of them, if you need assistance, there is, of course, the Sudoku Solvers Discord, which the link will be below, where you can jump into the Bremster discussion chat and ask for assistance. There'll be many of the setters will be there only too happy to help you. Speaking of setters, there have been a number of setters involved in the creation of this pack, and I'm going to quickly run through it. There'll be a link below if you wish to jump to the solving of the puzzle. So Ashish Kumar is a guest setter for us, which has been great. Myself, Bremster, Directionary Set Puzzle, Jeremy Dover, Mavericks JD, Nichint Agarwal, Ranks has set a puzzle for us, Realm Plana, Riff Clown, Sotek, Virtual, and Xeon Risk have all been involved in creating puzzles. There are other people who have been involved in helping us create the pack, and they'll be thanked in the pack. I didn't want to go too long. So there's a lot of people involved in creating the puzzles and even more with the testing and everything. So this thing is an absolute beast and it looks amazing. It is now done. So I'm much more comfortable that this will be able to be released tomorrow. So yeah, please look forward to that. Tomorrow, when I release the pack, I will release details of how you can submit solution codes to be in the entry for this month's prize. But back to the DFFD puzzle series. So the Dying Flutchman Features Doables series. This is puzzle 0 in the series. I'm not sure if he's going to go 0 to 9 and make this a Schrodinger set. I'm making that up. I have no idea. Why he would decide to start with puzzle 0, I don't know. This puzzle scares me a little. Like, this is a doable puzzle, but apparently, but it has got some math in it. So let's have a look at the rules. So, normal Sudoku rules apply in N sum Sudoku, which is in every box, in every row, and in every column. The digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We then have some killer cages. We've got 4 of them by the look of it, which is in cages, digits must sum to the top left corner of the cage, and digits cannot repeat, although all of the cages are within the same boxes, so that's a rule anyway. Then there are these clues outside the grid. These clues indicate that the first n digits seen in an order from that clue will sum to that value. But n is not known, has to be deduced by the solver, and can be different for each clue. Now, this isn't like x sums. With x sums, where what you would have is the first x digits and x will be the first digit. This is just the first n digits, and we don't know what that number is. So this could be 8 in 1, 8 in 2, 8 in 3, but the first digit does not have to be the number n. So I suppose another way to think about this is there is going to be along here, there's going to be a killer cage that sums to 16 that runs straight horizontal, but we don't know the length of the cage. That's possibly another way to think of it. And digits will not be able to repeat because it's all in the same row. With that, this puzzle is apparently solvable, hopefully by me. This does seem to be a bit mathy, as I'm going to have to figure out the size of a sum. Eep. Let's give this a shot. So some of these are very, very obvious. How do you sum to 1? You do that with ones. Okay. How do you sum to 2? You do that with 2. 3, however, could be a 3 or a 2, 1. So this is either a 3 or a 2. I could do 2, 1, but I can't do 1, 2 because there's a 1 right there. 4 is the same. This could be a 4 on its own, or it could be 3, 1, I think. So this is 3 or 4. Up here, 4 is either 4 on its own or it's 3, 1, and it can't be 3, 1 because there's a 1 in the box. So this is 4 on its own. This is either 5. It can't be 4, 1 for multiple reasons, but it could be 3, 2. So this is either 3 or 5. Okay, 23 is known. So 23 and 3. So 7, 8, 9 is 24. So to get to 23, you can only take one digit off that, and the only way to do that is 6, 8, 9. Now, 9. Oh, 9 without a 1. This is 2, 3, 4. So this must be 1, 5, and 7. Oh, which fixes this. This is 3, and this is 2. That's kind of cool. Okay, 2 can't go here. This is where I'm going to want my calculator, isn't it? Because I'm going to be bad at all of this stuff. Now, 9 here must have a 1 in it because I can't go 2, 3, 4. So there is a 1 in one of those 2 cells. And I am going to bring up my calculator because I am me. So this is either going to be 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. Can I figure out which of those it is? I'm not seeing how. It is going to determine this. Well, there's no 1 here anymore. but I can't do 2, 1 here because I need a 1 in this 9 cage. So this has to be the 3. This has to be 1, 2, 6. So this is 1, 2, 6. No, no, that is not true. That is not true at all because this could be a 9 or this could be a 2-digit 9 clue. And this doesn't have to be a 3 at all. So all of that was complete nonsense. I am bad at math. And this... So this could be a 9. No, it can't be a 9. So this could be a 3 or a 2-digit. So can I disprove that 3-digit? So if this was 1, 3, 6... 1, 3... No, I don't think I can disprove that because that could be 4. This would be... hang on. This is 1, 2, 6. This would be 4. This would be 3. That's not disproving anything. So where do I look? There's probably a simple math thing that I am missing. So we've got 13 and 3 without 9. So let's look at the options for that. Well, there's, yeah, too many. If I use a 1, I've got to put it there. Actually, Sudoku on 1s. 1 is in one of those 2. 1 is in one of those 2. I can't put a 1 there, can I? Because if I put a 1 there, these have to sum to 18. So this is a 1. Okay, so that'll help. Will it? Will that help? Actually, 8 in 3. 8 in 3 is where I should be looking. That should be fairly obvious to me. My computer is lagging today, which is not going to be great. Although it's not necessarily 8 in 3. It could be 8 in 2. Oh, this breaks my brain. So this, I don't think can be 8 in 3. Because if this was 1, 3, 4, this would have, couldn't be, this would have to be, this couldn't be completed. And if this was 1, 2, 5, which it can't be. So this can't be 8 in 3. It can't be 8 in 1. So this is 8 in 2. Okay. It can't be 1, 7. It can't be 2, 6. So it has to be 3, 5. This has to be 3, 5. Which means this is 2 and this is 1. Okay. And this is 4. Right. That was useful. There's no 3 or 2 here. This is 4. This is 3 and this is 2. Okay, I should have looked here earlier. This is not 1. 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is not 5. This is 7. So these are 6, 8, and 9. No. Yes, 6, 8, and 9. I've got my 3. I've got my 8. I've got my 4, 2, and 1. Right. Cool. That was some progress. So I can definitely not do 9 in 3 now. I can't do 9 in 1, so this also has to be 9 in 2. 9 in 2, I can't do 1, 8, I can't do 2, 7. I can't do 4, 5, so this has to be 3, 6, which takes 6 out of there. And I've got the order because of that 3. That is 6 and that is 3. Okay. Now all I've got left is some of these bigger numbers, which are the ones that scare me. So, which bigger number is the most useful? This is a quintuple. This is a quintuple. This is actually quite restricted. So this can't be 1. I'm going to do, I will be able to remove more. 2, 3, can't be 4, 5, 6. These are 2, 3, 5, and 7. That can't be 2. So these are only 2, 3, 5, and 7 because they see 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. Now, if I get to 16 here, now the minimum, can I do 16 with that? So let's try and not use the calculator. So if I put a 7 in here, I need to get to 9, which I cannot do. 7, 3, 5 is only 15. So I need to include this digit. Hang on, is that correct? 7, 3 is 10 plus 5 is 15. Yes, I need to include this digit. So if I include a 9 here, from here I need to get 7, which I can't do because that'd be 1, 2, 4, and I can't do it. If I include 8 here, from here I need to get 8, which I can't do. 2, 3, 5 is more than, it's 10. So this has to be a 6. So these now need to sum to 10, which is 2, 3, 5. So that's forced. That's very clever. So now I know what these two digits are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 4 and 7. That is very clever. And that forces this to be a 6 because I eliminated 6 from here somehow earlier. Trust your pencil marks. Don't try and redo all the logic you've already done. That is both scary to you and boring to every person watching. Okay. So that was useful. Now that gives me a quadruple down here. 5, 6, 8, and 9. How do I get to 25? Now I must include at least one extra digit because even if I had 7, 8, and 9, that only gets me to 24. 6, 8, and 9 is, as I said up here, is 23, which would mean that would have to be a 2. 5, 8, and 9 is 21, which would mean that would need to be a 4. No. Yes. So 5, 8, 9, 4 works. Oh, hang on, but I could make this 6. And then I would need 19, which I could do with 5, 6, 8. Huh. I must put a 7 up here with whatever the leftover is from here. What is... Oh, that's a... Hang on, that's a triple. Oh, there's a... So this is 6, 8, 9 in here, which doesn't help me for the 4, but there must be a 5 in here. So hang on. Now, 5 in here, which means I've got 2, 4, and 5, which sums to 11. Or 4, 5, which sums to 9. Let's look at 4, 5 summing to 9, which means I need another 16. I can't get 16 in 2 digits. If I use 8, 9, I've got too many. If I use 6, 9, I don't have enough. I must use 2, 4, 5, which gets me to 11, and then I need another 14. Which would be 6 and 8, which is the minimums. So I can't include another digit and get there. So this has to be 5, 6, 8. I was wondering whether I could include the 3 and do it a different way, but because I have to use minimums, I can't. This becomes the 9. There is no 9 up here. This becomes 7, 9. Wow. Okay. I am bad at this sort of puzzle, but I'm bringing it to you. You can be better at it and mention in the comments below. Okay, so 2 is in one of those. Now, do I have the same problem here? Probably. Yes, I do. I cannot put a 2 there, because if I put a 2 there, then these have to sum to 17. The only way to do 17 is with 8, 9, and I've got an 8 in the box. So this right there becomes a 2. This is not a 2. 2, 2, 2 is in one of those two. Um, now, done this. So I've still got this 27, I've still got this 16, I've still got this 32. Actually, the way to look at 32 isn't to sum this to 32, it's to sum this to 13. Now that can't be a 10, so I need to use at least 3. Now, if I make this a 5, these would need to sum to 5, which I cannot do because I need to use 2, 3, or I need to use 1, 4. No. So if this is a 6, these would need to sum to 4, which I can't do. And if this is an 8, these would need to sum to 2. So it is 3. 3. So these need to sum to 10. And that's fixed because I can't use 1, 2, or 3 in the total. This is a 4, 6. Which takes 6 out of there, but more importantly, it takes 4 out of there and makes that like that. And that is a 4, 6 pair. This is a very clever puzzle being solved by a bad at math solver. This is now 5, 8, and 9, which fixes it because I can't put an 8 into either of those. So this is the 8, and there's no 8 in either of those. I just did that wrong, didn't I? No, 5, 6 is correct. Yes, that is correct. 5, 6, 8, remove 8, 5, 6. Yes. Okay, so I've got 5, 9 in here. So if this is a 5, these have to sum to 14. 14 would be 9. Well, I couldn't use 9, whatever it is, 9, 5. I couldn't use... Hang on, this can't be a 5. Because I'd have to use 9, 5, not possible, or 8, 6, not possible. 7, 7 can't be done. And after that, I pass the equal barrier and I have to switch back. So this has to be a 9. These have to sum to 10. I can't use 1, 9. I can't use 2, 8. I can't use 4, 6. This is 3, 7. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, this is not a triple at all. That 9 makes that a 5. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And the order is known. Which makes this the 5 and this the 6. That 5 makes this a 3 and this a 5, which makes this not resolved at all. Clever little puzzle. Now there is a 9 in here. Actually, I'm just going to fill this quad in and then remove. So so 1, 7, 8, 9, but I can take 9 out of there. I'm probably missing something. So I've done this 16, I've done the 4, I've done the 1. I've done the 1, I've done the 2, I've done the 4, I've done the 8. I've done the 16 now. I've done the 32 by doing the 12. 1, 3, and 9 is done. All I've got left is this 27. Now, do I do the 27 or do I jump over here and do 45 minus 27 is bad at math, 18? Oh, crikey, what? It's early in the morning here. Yeah, it's 18, right? Yes, it's 18. So I need 18 here. 45, 18. So I've got 2. Excuse me. Yet another hay fever morning. We're leaving summer. 18. So we've got 2. So these getting to 16. 7, 9 is possible. Or these summing to 10. So this is either 7, 9 or 9, 1, surely. Because this needs to sum to either 10 to pick up the 6, or it has to sum to 16. I can't use 8 to get to 10 because there's no 2 available. So either way, that's a 9. Or, hang on, can I pick up that? So if I make this 7, 9, can I make that sum to 7? Hang on, I'm after 18. So I can make that sum to 8. No, that works. So I could go 7, 9. I would make this to sum to... I need 18. If I made this 9, this would have to sum to 9, which I could use 1, 8. So that isn't locked. Okay, Sudoku, Sudoku, Sudoku. Let's look at Sudoku. Don't get distracted by the pretty. Let's just do Sudoku. Scary math. Okay. There has to be some Sudoku I can do. So this is a triple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 go in here without that being 9. This is a known pair, which is 2, 4, 5, 6, 2 and 8. This and this seem to be fairly open because I haven't restricted the 1 or the 9. 3 is up here. Oh, there's a 1 pointing up here now. There is a 1 in the 13 cage. So these need to sum to 12. I can't use 9, 4. Sorry, 9. I keep looking at the 13. Remove 1 from the 13. 9, 3 I can't use. 8, 4 is possible in either order, I think. 7, 5 is possible, I think. Twos. Well, it puts 2 up here. So that takes 2 out of here. Puts 2 into there. I'm obviously missing something. 4 is up here somewhere. It's got to be this, doesn't it? But there's so many ways of doing this. Or have I got the math wrong? 45 minus 27 is 18. That has to be right. So 27, 37, yeah, 18. So I've got 8 or I've got 2. I can make these 16 with 9, 7. If I make these 8, I can make these 10. But if I add this and make this 9, I can make this 9. I don't think I can include the 3. If I make this, well, if I make this 5 and I make this 11, 13, this would have to be 5. I can't do that. So I can't, if I make this 10, 12, I would have to make this 8, which I can also do. No, 6, which I can't do. So it has to be this, this, or this. There's too many options. And I've done all the others. Oh, that's a 7. That's a 9. So is that giving me anything? 999. Sudoku. Focus on Sudoku. There's too many options here. Focus on Sudoku. So ones have I done all of? Ones go here and that's it. Okay, twos. Twos are up here and here. That's a no. Threes. Threes. What's going on with threes? Oh, 3 is right there, which makes this a 5 and this a 3, which puts 3 in those, which makes that a 2. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, which is resolved. This is 8, this is 6. That takes 8 out of there, and I'm starting to lose options. Okay, that's hopefully good. This is 3, this is 7. This is now known. Took me a very long time to spot that. I'm sorry, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's going to give me something here, but let's continue to do. This is an 8, 9 pair. So this is 5 or 7. So this. No, focus on Sudoku again. 8, 2. That takes 8 out of there, which had to sum to 12, which takes 4 out of there. Try and get as much done with. There's a 157 here, which I know. Trying to get as much done with Sudoku. There's no 8 here, which takes. Wait, I did that wrong, didn't I? I know these sum to 12, so let's do that again. So I can't use, because I've just messed up. So I could use 8, 4, or 7, 5 in either order. So now I want to look at this again, surely. Because my options are a lot more limited along here. If this is just above gas, I'm terrified of the others. Okay, so we've got. I think. Can I still? So we've got to include the. No, we don't. So this could be 2. If this is just 2, but 18, this would have to sum to 16, which yes, I could still do. 9, 7. Or I could include that, make them 8. This would have to sum to 10, which I could do with 9, 1. Or this is still not resolved. Okay, more Sudoku. This clue is so Because it draws you to it, saying this is the only clue left. Well, it's this one over here. The 27 clue is drawing it to you, saying this is the only clue that's left. But it doesn't actually give you anything. So what have we got? This is a quad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. There's no 9 here. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 can all go in there. 4, 5. That's not a 7. This is still 12, which is 8, 4, or 5, 7. Do I need to come at this from the 27 perspective? So you can't do 27 in 3, so it has to be at least 4. But how can... 2... Okay, so if this is just 2, this has to sum to 16, which would be 9, 7. If I add the 6, this is going to be 10, which is 9, 1. And if I add a 1 to this, then this will be... I know I keep coming back to this, but I can't see anything else. This will be 7, 9. This will have to sum to 9, which is 8, 1. This is a 5, 7, 8, 9. That's a 5, 7, 8, 9 quadruple. This has to be 4, 6, and it can't be 6. This is a 4. There is no 4 here. This is a 6. This is a 4. This is 5, 7, 8, 9 without being a 9. There has to be a 4 in there now. There has to be a 6 in there. Do I now have to come... I'm close to just punching in the least likely option and seeing how it breaks. So 28161. Oh, you can't do 28161. Because if I do 6, 1 and 2, I need an 8, 1 in here to get to 9. So if I do if I include a digit from here, it has to be a 1. That gets me to 9. I need to make 9, which is 8, 1, and I can't do it. This is a 9. That is I'm sorry, everyone. I blind spotted on that one for so long. This is a 157 triple. This is an 8. This is a 9. This is an 8. This is a 9. Now, I do need this to sum now to 18. I've got 11. That's either a 1, 6, or a 7 on its own. I'm still not sure, but I do have that as a 9. So whichever number I put in here, I've completed the total. It will work either way. That's not a 9, so that is an 8. 1 and 8 is 9, so to complete the 13, that has to be the 4, which makes this the 5, this the 7, this the 5, which makes this the 1, this the 5, this the 1, this the 7. This is a 7, this is a 5, this is a 9. This now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The 7 here resolves it. This is the 6, this is the 7, this is the 8, this is the 6, this is the 5, this is the 4, and that is in some Sudoku. Yeah, I kind of got lost on that one. This really got me stumped. And by this, I mean this 27 clue. What's 27? 15, 19, 22, 27. So this 27 clue got me completely stumped. Sorry. That's what happens when you're solving live on camera, having never looked at a puzzle before. Oh well. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you got less stumped on that one than I did. And remember, tomorrow, March of the Quads. Is that the sound of approaching footsteps? Yeah, so again, yeah, thanks for watching and good luck with your solving.